is from New York, that Kevin McCullough.
And we're back, That Kevin Show from New York. Thank you for being with us. You may notice a little bit more of a somber tone of the bumpers and the band and everybody else tonight. It's all because we're focused on this very serious topic. We want to have fun. We love having fun. But when you understand that there are very sad things happening to people that are unjust on planet Earth, and that we could do something about it. That's the important part. You can't really be responsible for things that you don't know anything about. I get that. But if you are listening tonight, you're hearing stories and you're understanding the need, and you have the opportunity to respond, I'm asking you to do that. 888-342-1010 is the number, 888-342-1010. Rob Davis of Christian Solidarity International rejoins us. And Rob, one of the things I've always loved about the slave liberation project, specifically in Sudan, is that for all of the pain and the horror that the individual slaves go through in becoming slaves and in existing as slaves, serving their slave masters, being ritualistically raped and mutilated, and everything else that can be done to a slave. They are literally abused in every way possible, physically, verbally, sexually, emotionally. There's not a way that they're not abused in their existence. But for all of that pain and for all of that hurt, when they know that an Arab retriever is coming to free them, and they make that journey to South Sudan, they may not believe it right at first, but when they arrive, there is this unrepentant joy that I think runs as highly into the heavens as the depths of despair do when they are in those darkest moments. Just talk to us about the unique thing that slave liberation is in Sudan.
Yeah, slave liberation. I mean, really, it's you're reborn, right? You've been enslaved in some cases. I was just reading the story of a lady who had been enslaved for 30 years. Many of these people that we are reaching specifically in that country were taken into slavery in the 1980s.
As very small children.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They were out. I was just reading a story of a girl who was out taking care of cattle on her uncle's farm. She used the words, it was very peaceful. We never feared for our safety. And then all of a sudden, Arab men came and captured them. And in a blink of an eye, their life was changed for the last 30 some odd years. They didn't give up hope. Most of the stories include people who are praying for God to hear their prayers and bring them home again. But imagine their families who were left behind in many cases, or relatives or churches or wherever they left, receiving them back. And they throw a literal party for these people. There's dancing and hollering and rejoicing and, something like I think you and I have never seen.
It's the prodigal son on steroids.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because, after a certain period of time, let's just be honest, people begin to give up hope.
Right.
Where were they taken? Were they even left alive? Because in so many of these situations also, when somebody objects or somebody tries to resist, the Arabs just shoot them.
Friends, it's really hard to describe the joy that it brings, but if I could compare it to the sadness that they experience, it's probably equally intense. And that is what you create, friend, when you call the number that's on your screen, 888-342-1010, 888-342-1010. You can also go to bringherhome.org. We have a very simple click through right there, and you can give your gift literally in under 2 minutes. But I would urge you tonight to think, how can I make a difference? Maybe you turn this on not expecting to find this. Maybe you were looking for some laughs and some lighthearted fun. Tonight it's more serious. But what's the reason why you're intersecting with this? You're here for a reason. This is a divine appointment. Someone wanted you to see what we're doing so that you could actually make a difference in someone's life. And because of many of your faithfulness over the last few years, 2,000 to 3,000 human beings have literally been liberated from your efforts. And we are grateful for every one of those. But there are, Rob, your estimate at CSI is between 35 and 40,000 still remain, down from a high of 185,000 or something like that at its peak. There's been a lot of liberation that has happened, but there are still many more to go.
Yeah, they're tens of thousands. It's hard to tell because many are born into slavery as well, Kevin.
Rob Davis of Christian Solidarity International, thank you for your efforts, and thank you for giving us the honor of being able to serve the captives and the slaves. We love doing that here, and we want to continue to help.
Well, it's been our pleasure for many years. Thanks for all that you and everybody who's listening have done for so long, Kevin. We appreciate it.
Kevin McCullough, That Kevin Show, continues on this very special edition from New York.
Stick around for more of That Kevin. Next, That Kevin Show with Kevin McCullough.